Hey, are you rock stars? What is really going on? You are indeed on the winning walk with Christina, and today the walk is winning because I and everybody in my neighborhood is alive. We survived, as you can see, quite a bit of tree damage and some roof damage, some structural damage. Yeah, it's a mess. If you look over there, you can see our park to quite the hit. Quite the hit. Lots of down trees and tree limbs. Look at that. But then here at the elementary school, we've got big parts of trees here everywhere. It is, what happened is at about 5:30 or 6 this morning, we had a tornado come through, 70-80 mile tornado twister to our sister city, which is literally across the street from us. And it was a rain-wrapped tornado, so it was hard to see and it was hard to gauge. Our alarm systems went off about 5:30-ish, something like that. And we got up and we took to our shelters and stuff. And this storm went on for a good 30-45 minutes, just battering. The one tree we have left in our backyard is laying to the side. It's sort of like self-pruned at this point, hanging on for dear life. We'll probably have to have somebody come and trim it back some more to take the weight off of it because it is just leaning. But yeah, it looks like the city is gonna have quite a bit of cleanup to do around here, and there's branches all over the place of trees everywhere. But y'all, I thank God. We were without power for close to 3 hours, and but we rode it out. We made it through. As you can imagine, Misha was beside himself. He was beside himself, but he's okay now, and all is well. But I'm just looking at all of this and looking at all of the cleanup and all of these trees that have been here for years, laying everywhere, all over the place. And I'm just thinking to myself about people who don't believe God and don't believe the power of God and don't believe his ability to create and to recreate. I don't understand what you think could do this. I don't understand how you don't see God in this. You know, if he can do this to trees, and he can create trees, and he can take trees and toss them about as though they're nothing, like that right there, that whole tree, half of it is down there on the ground. If he can do this with wind, with an 80-mile-an-hour wind, why don't we believe him for any and everything? Why don't we believe in God at all? I don't understand. Who could do this? Who could do this but God? Who can save but Jesus Christ? I don't understand. I don't understand. The last tornado we had was October of 2019. And it was an F3 tornado. The winds were over 120 miles an hour. The fact that our house and the houses in our neighborhood in and of itself was still standing was nothing but the grace of God. Half of our roof and half of our fence was wiped away, just like all of these trees. But the house was intact, and so were we. That's nothing but God. Anytime I look at a weather pattern like this one, well, actually the weather patterns that have been happening recently, particularly around here, buckets and buckets and gallons of rain without measure, days on end. I gotta look at God speaking to us through his systems. The Lord is trying to say something. The earth seems like it's groaning and in turmoil, waiting for the sons of God to be revealed. And we're just missing it. We're just thinking, oh, it's just bad weather, you know. It's May going into June. You know how it is. It's the start of hurricane season. No, this weather pattern is different. I don't even mean from the tornadic activity or the straight line winds or any of that stuff. This weather pattern is different. It's different. And I believe God is trying to speak to us. You know, this storm is physical. You know, so many ways we've altered our natural weather patterns by the things we put into the earth. But this thing is spiritual too. And I just think we should be prayerful. We should be prayerful. And in our prayer closet, seeking the Lord for what it is he's saying to us through these storms. I mean, and the drops in temperature have been epic. For this to be the end of May and beginning of June around here, we would already be in the hundreds. And we started the climb Saturday. We were near 100 degrees Saturday and Sunday. And now we're barely making 70. It's very interesting what's happening. And I'm just real watchful. And I'm surveying the neighborhood and just looking at all of these trees. These gorgeous trees down. It's just very, very interesting. And it's very notable. It's very notable. These storms are coming up out of nowhere. Like yesterday, must have been the start of the instability around here, because at 4:30, 4:45, I was going out to dive. And I could barely get out of the garage before it started raining. There was no rain forecast. And I said, well, maybe it's just a little sprinkle, because we've been getting a lot of pop-up sprinkles too. And so I proceeded to go on down the road. Then it started to hail. And I was like, now wait a minute now. What's happening? And it's just crazy. It wasn't forecast. It's just like, we just almost around here have to, look at that, have to have just a little pop-up umbrella on us. Especially if I'm walking, I'm gonna have to have one. I have a tiny one, and I guess I'll just start carrying it around with me, because you just never know. And look, somebody's fence is falling down. It's just by the grace of God that our fence is still up, because we have an old fence that was put up, a portion of it put back up in 2019, but the whole thing needs to be done all over again. But the Lord said no this time, and I thank him. Yeah, we've got Richardson's Finest, and all of the city services are busy right now. They are busy, and they're going to be busy for some time to come, because we got lots and lots of damage. Let me zoom in for this real quick and show y'all that. Look at that. Isn't that insane? People trying to work and do the things that they need to do, and all of this is going on. But yeah, we have extensive amounts of downed trees Thank God no power lines, but trees everywhere, y'all. So when you are praying and thanking the Lord for all being well with you or close to well or about to be well, think of us here in North Central Texas who got walloped. Continue to keep those in the Houston area still in your prayers. I think that some of them are just now getting their power back, and that was a week or so ago. But y'all just keep us lifted in your prayers as we clean up from the debris and we look to the heavens and seek the Lord for future guidance. Y'all have an amazing, fantastic week, rock stars.